Dr. Paul and Pat Buchanan and others said, come home. With the Soviet Union gone, we definitely don't need NATO now. And so now let's just be a normal country in a normal time, as Jeane Kirkpatrick said, a limited republic and not an empire. And there was a whole paleo conservative movement. And of course, many liberals and progressives said, okay, let's cash our peace dividend and not rule the world. We don't need to. But there was the war party in Washington, led by the neoconservatives, but certainly not exclusively them, who refused to essentially go and get real jobs, right? They were professional warmongers. And so they kept their think tanks and they kept their arms manufacturing firms going, and they kept the machine going, and they looked for excuses to expand. And of course, I think people are much more familiar because of Iraq War II and the aftermath and Syria and the rest with the disasters in the Middle East, was, of course, the very same people who pushed the American empire into Eastern Europe. They stayed out of the Cold War. They didn't accept troops from either side. They didn't join NATO or the Warsaw Pact, and they kept their neutrality, and they weren't invaded and occupied, and it worked. And they said, they always called it that, the Austria model.